We are living in the beginning of a mass extinction. Our climate is breaking down.
The world is falling apart, and the most vulnerable victim, children.
The world is waking up.
Us teenagers, us children, we will make them hear us.
Every day, countless children are facing violent extremism. Every day, too many children have lost their life, are deeply traumatized. It has to stop, and it has to stop now.
Right here, right now, is where we draw the line.
Today I say, enough is enough.
And change is coming, whether you like it or not.
For the first time in the history of the International Children's Peace Prize, there are two winners. One of them fighting for climate justice.
I wanted to act as if the house was on fire, because it is.
The other one fighting for peace against violent terrorism on children by groups like Boko Haram. The two girls, 9,000 kilometers apart, but both of them with the same heart and passion, standing up for a safe future for children.
And I want to be able to, when I grow older, to look back and say I did everything I could.
We need to act. It's time for change.
Friday, August 20th, 2018, the world gets to know 16-year-old Swedish girl Greta Thunberg. Shocked by the climate crisis and inspired by last year's International Peace Prize winners, she decides that she herself can make a change. She decides to sit down in front of Sweden's parliament with a homemade banner saying, "School strike for climate."
I first started learning about climate change when I was maybe 8. I just felt that nothing was happening and no one was doing basically nothing. So then I decided that someone has to do it, and I felt like I had to do that. There was no second option. And then some media started writing about it, and already the second day when I sat down, people started joining me. After a few weeks, it started spreading to other Swedish cities, and then to other countries. I would never have imagined that it was going to be this big.
At the same time, another young girl in Cameroon also stands up for the rights of children. It's 14-year-old Divina Maloum. In the middle of multiple horrific African conflicts and terrorist attacks, she witnessed firsthand the impact of radicalization and violent extremism on children.
How is it possible that today children are recruited as child soldiers, suicide bombers? How is it possible? Too many children were forced to flee, most their homes and their families.
Deeply touched, Divina decides to take action. She starts a movement called Children for Peace. She reaches thousands of children with her message, teaching them that they have the right to say no to violence and that their voice matters.
When I look in the eyes of those children, I see sorrow. They are really suffering, and I hope my mates and I are going to change their life. We give them hope. We give them courage to be strong against the attacks of those terrorist groups.
Divina wants every child to know their rights. To prevent language barriers from spreading her message, she draws cartoons so every child can understand. She creates awareness at Quranic schools to stop radicalization.
Children should not be victims, should not be carriers of bombs.
On the other side of the planet, the impact of Greta's voice has become enormous.
Hello, New York City.
Her lone strike becomes a global climate strike, attended by 1.6 million people across 125 countries.
We will keep on striking until they do something.
She speaks to world leaders all over the globe.
We will not let you get away with this.
Then she walks her talk. Refusing to board an airplane, she sails across the world. She has become a voice for her generation.
The eyes of all future generations are upon you.
I beg you, please do not fail on this.
Together, Greta and Divina show that children are at the heart of the fight for a safe and sustainable future. That every child deserves peace, safety, and a livable planet.
That is my main goal for life. I need to fight for the right of the children until I die.
We are a wave of change. Together and united, we are unstoppable.
Because of their courage and determination, Greta and Divina are the rightful winners of the International Children's Peace Prize 2019.